to deal with that, but then we've got to also
solve them
problems.
I think we're live. Hello, welcome to the disabled team. This is big one in Italy. Big one, England v Germany, last 16th Euro 2020s.
But Saka keeps his place after an impressive game against the Czech Republic.
I'll go for German sheep, you can go for English team. Right, Germany. Manuel Neuer in net, Anton, Rudiger, Gunter, Hummels, Kimmich, Havertz, Toni Kroos, Timo Werner, Karatska, Goshans and Thomas Muller. That's your Germany starting 11. Let you do it English.
English first start 11, John a bit of food, Carl Walker, Luke Shaw, Declan Rice, John Stones, Tom Maguire, Harry Kane, Sterling, Chubro.
I love these occasions.
Ben Phipps.
That moment I was talking about on the way up here. The moment they're going in now from the getting all their routines.
It's another defensive showing again, isn't it?
I was very superstitious.
Just another defensive showing again, isn't it? That's what it is.
Water on my head in the tunnel.
When
they go in now, the next minute when they come
better pre-warners, viewers. Our network keeps dropping. I don't know if it's BBC iPlayer or if it's the actual internet.
feeling you
If
can
it's
have
the internet, I'll be wanting my money back from Thursday. I'm telling you,
the chills on the back of your neck, the hair stand up.
Why do people
not pressure, Gary.
This
This is what you always hear the
why do they try and insult put out broken? Cabbages. Anyway, right. If England are going to go through, it's going to be one of them. We're playing defensive. Players are just going back into the dressing room now after the warm up.
Lucky they are to be in this position and
right, this game.
You had some amazing, obviously won pretty much everything.
We've gone defensive again, haven't we?
As well. How did you deal with these kind of scenarios?
No, you try to enjoy
either Rice or Phillips is going to have to get forward and help them do
routines. I'd love to have an espresso with the equipment.
I'd like to see them both, whoever's got ball go forward while the other one stays back. That's what I'll be telling them, but I watched that interview with Rice when he says, my position is to stay back, I'm a holding midfielder.
They must be so pumped.
Is there sometimes a possibility of being
we need to be more attack-minded. We need to be more.
There's got to be balance. It's the key word Jurgen mentioned there is balance. You've got to be high. There's got to be a little bit of nervousness and anxiety to a certain extent, but then you've got to control and self-belief. And I think if this atmosphere and this expectation scares you, you're in the wrong job.
Why are we playing so defensive?
What a brilliant atmosphere it is, isn't it? It's incredible.
It really is great to have fans in the stadium, no question about that. Harry Maguire the tournament in the final group game against the Czech Republic.
Caroline.
England's third clean sheet in a row at the tournament. The attack has struggled at times.
So good. Right, are we ready? Right. Germany have got an attacking side there. Full of attacking players. Personally, I want to start Werner. So I think that's a positive for England.
Available to play.
Germany's got
probably
world's best keeper in net, Manuel Neuer by a long way.
Thinking that I'd have
Rudiger, brilliant defender from Chelsea.
I always thought that I'd have a part.
I'm impressed with Hummels.
Now I can say
Kimmich.
I'm really focused.
Kai Havertz seems to have found his feet now, doesn't he? After his big move to Chelsea. And Thomas Muller, we all know what Thomas Muller's about. He's been there for years.
Under Gareth Southgate than yourself. What do you think
and
to this England team?
With this being Jurgen Love's last
in me ever since
tournament,
my debut.
He'll want to win this sport.
Stepping out with the ball has been a big part of my game.
We need to be showcased on form here because he hasn't scored yet.
We have to play with no fear.
We've scored two goals
on the front foot
in 3 games.
The best opportunity to go and attack.
Both of them, yeah, you're right. Sterling's got both. We need the star man to attack. Why is the likes of Grealish on the bench for?
Though, as a defence, how proud are you as a collective of that?
As defenders, thrive off that a little bit more than the attackers, but honestly it's the team, it's the forward lads as well, the way that they press the ball, and yeah, we haven't conceded goals, so we haven't conceded many chances, which is really important too.
Well, that's good, isn't it? What's if Key gets injured, man, you saying that?
There is such a craving, isn't there, for this champagne football? Do you think it has to be a little bit different?
I don't know. I would have liked to have seen an actual attacker
we want
on
to play attacking
bench.
football as well. We want to score.
I didn't realise, mate. Sorry, I didn't
play a
realise.
little bit more on the front.
So let's have a
foot,
look at
be
this
more
bench.
aggressive in our play. It's something that we're going to try and improve on and hopefully take it into the knockout games.
Germany
Rashford,
at Wembley in front of even
Ramsdale,
more fans.
Tyrone Mings, Cody.
You play football to play in these big
Jadon
games,
Sancho,
and that's why we all play
Mason
for
Mount,
England. We have that
Bill
mentality
Foden,
to want to play in the biggest
Sam
games possible
Johnston.
with the
I
biggest
don't know why we
pressure
need two
against
goalkeepers for on bench. You could have just kept one of them and had Dominic Calvert-Lewin play. That's what I would have done personally. Reece James and Jude Bellingham. He don't fancy Jadon Sancho, does he? Don't fancy him at all, does he?
I love it. We're joining in. We can't
if we lose this game, it's because of Southgate's negative tactics.
It's a great atmosphere. Coming in at Wembley, seeing this,
Honestly.
the history that's in this place. These guys have a great opportunity now. It's time to stop the talking. Get it done, boys.
No tops on.
Anything that's going on.
I used to be like, then do it now, I'll get arrested for bloody indecent exposure before I
because of COVID,
extra packs. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's much better. And there's
So come on,
another
Scott
20,000 and here was a 40-odd thousand, and it's just we're so lucky to be here.
Yeah, let's talk about Harry Maguire there. We just heard him speak.
You think there's going to be goal? You think there's going to be 3 goals? You're mad. Honest to God. You're absolutely crazy. It's going to be 1 goal in it. Either way.
Today, Gary, he made a difference.
If we don't win 1-0, Germany will beat us.
Just to get into the midfield, to get past their forwards and do that and cause damage. And every opportunity possible, they've got to
I like watching for the teams, that one. Not your own.
The ball going forward to our creative players to go and do damage. I mean, this is a fantastic ball into Harry Kane.
There'll be a little way of getting through, but I don't fancy that. I'm just going to wait 90 minutes, never mind.
But it's a very good save. But at least they're looking to do that, and he's got to do more of it.
It's a good shot stop
to run past his midfielders.
It's a good shot stop.
Protection behind him and try and get England to play on the front foot.
You like Harry Maguire, don't you, Jürgen?
I want us to start like his
positivity. I mean, he takes the ball, he goes to midfield, he doesn't see the water ball right away, and he goes on his own. But his passes, they are needed for this English side.
I don't get why we're so defensive.
Or if it's a pass straight into the feet, like we just saw on
I mean, I'm a Leeds fan, as you know, and I'm happy to see Phillips there. And I'm sure West Ham fans are happy to see Rice there. But you can't tell me that either Leeds fans or West Ham fans will want to see one of them players drop, just over one of them players, really Grealish, whether it's Rice or Phillips, depending on which camp you're on. But yeah, I would have, you know, and to not even have Calvert-Lewin on benches, it's ludicrous, really. Do you know, this is why Jamie Vardy retired, because he knew he wasn't going to get anywhere near.
He's one of the guys that can cross that because of his ability to do that. I mean, this is the goal that they got. How brave is that? How good is that for him to get the ball in that position? That is dangerous. You've got to have some confidence to do that and belief in your ability. And he did that. He got into the position, and that was the next move. But watch what he does here. He actually gets back into a scoring position. He creates the space for Sterling to get behind him because he's prepared to take that defender. Then Sterling's clever enough to get
might be getting two, we might be getting Junior Phipps.
Saka starts that with his bravery, and he's going to be a big player for England tonight if England are going to be successful.
Can't for him, we don't know about it.
Yeah, we won't if it's not allowed, will it?
Wait, do you know who's holding? The youngsters holding tonight.
Sancho,
No, it's not fun to watch.
Yeah, it's a topic that as Germans we discuss up and down. We cannot understand that Jadon Sancho is not playing for England, or not getting more minutes, because we believe he's a very special player.
Jurgen Klinsmann's right. Over in Germany, they can't understand why Sancho is playing. I can't understand why he's not playing either.
Later in the game, Raheem Sterling.
We'll see. I'm all over it.
2 goals for England in this tournament. 40
you know that?
last 19 internationals.
That makes him the top goal scorer in the last 20 games for England. He's a fantastic player. What he's got is he identifies space as well as anyone in this squad. He's not only identifies it, but he's got the will to get in there and exploit. Great pass from Phillips, and he's clinical there. Again, the only person to score at the Euros so far, but not just a runner. Plays and runs. But you look at him here. His only fault there is to identify where the space is going to hurt the opposition. And if you play the right pass, he's going to be there. He doesn't get the opportunity here with the touch, but what he's doing is great in the French. Again, he gets through, gets a free kick into the box. But he's the one player, maybe today. When they see that space, look, he's got 4 yards, the defender on Sterling. But it's the timing of the run, it's seeing the run, the intelligence, and then it's about executing the pass.
England.
They need to do this time
Germany.
and time again today. They can't turn away from this opportunity. Look at this run here. He comes short, great striker play. The defender buys it, opens that space in there. And in this game, Saka goes wide, but I'm sure today this would have been a position identified. They'll play that ball into space. Yes, a couple of phases along, they score here, but I'm sure they'll be looking to get behind the German back line because they are susceptible to pace and movement in behind, and they've got to be direct, and they've got to execute on every given opportunity.
Raheem texted you just before the opening game against Croatia, didn't he? What did he say?
I just texted him because, listen, I'll get on with a few of the guys, and I said to him, man, it's time. And he said, yes, it's that time. He scored. I sent him one this morning. Hopefully, again, we get the same result.
Bit of superstition there. There's plenty of German fans in the stadium as well, enjoying the atmosphere, Jurgen.
Definitely. I think they're all living in London.
I
want us to play on the front foot, Gary. I want us to be brave. I want us to come out and excite this crowd and give us all. They haven't quite clicked yet, England, particularly going forward, and that has to change. And what better time for it to change than now?
In the knockout stage, though, really, doesn't it?
And you don't want your best games in the group stages. You want to build momentum. I think that's a key word in tournament football. Yes, we've got out of the group stages. Done enough. Now we'd like to see a little bit more, especially attacking terms. Harry Kane, this is a big moment for him to step up.
Certainly, what are you looking forward to most, Jurgen, apart from the obvious?
Yeah, I just hope it's going to be very entertaining, attacking-minded from both sides, that they go at each other, and then the better team should win. But it will be exciting because you'll be carried by the fans in the stadium, by the atmosphere. There's no other way than go for it.
My only one concern when I look at the teams here is the experience. You look at the experience on this German team. It's a squad full of winners. 9 of the starting 11.
The boys are in the schools. Ready to go, Lee.
The youthfulness, the
there we go.
in this English team, and being backed by this crowd, we can get over the line.
Well, a couple of those players, of course, won something very recently, playing for Chelsea in the Champions League. That's for sure. But there's 1 or 2 English players out there as well that experienced that. Not necessarily in the starting lineup, though.
No, we keep hearing about these youngsters that they don't fear anything.
Come on, Kane.
Now's the time.
Come on, Kane.
Go and show this 40,000. Now's the time.
Get scoring for some kids.
Give us something to shout about again.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask all 3 of you who's going to win because there's only one thing you're going to say. So it's England versus Germany for a place in the quarterfinals, and we're live on BBC One and BBC iPlayer. Let's join our commentators, Jermaine Genus and Guy Mowbray.
Here we go, Billy. Here we go.
Thank you, Gary. Hello, everyone. I hope you're as
There's Phillips back. Can you see him?
In position.
Rice, Phillips, sat next to each other. Saka right at back.
Next generation.
It's Harry Kane who leads them out. Come on, Kane.
A build up to a last 16 tie like this before.
Come on, Kane. Here we go, Lee.
Not even close yet. It just feels that way.
Come on, Bibbs.
Now after all the
Come on, England. Come on, England.
so much talk about the ghosts of history, it is down to these players take their own places.
Maguire.
The saga.
Trippier.
Of this great international fixture. The atmosphere is special.
Here comes Germans.
Truly special. Wembley officially at.
Got some class players, so aren't they, Germany? You're going to boo them or are you going to respect it?
It looks full. It sounds full.
Come on, England!
Players of England and Germany, all inside Wembley and around the country, will now observe the national anthems.
National anthems now.
Anthems, starting with Germany.
Playing with fans.
I know. Booing them, aren't they? Getting totally booed. They look well up for it, Germans, don't they? Yeah, I know what they're saying. We don't mind you booing us. We don't have to, it means we cannot actually one words because we don't know it. So no one can hear us. Ain't now that man who we went to Germany with?
Yeah.
Won it?
Yeah.
It will, won it?
Yeah.
It won. Big glasses on. He would have moved to Germany. Yeah, because he's. Hiya.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of England.
Go live the gracious Queen, long live the noble Queen, God save the Queen. And the victorious and glorious Lord God save the Queen. Come on, England! Come on! It's rocking in that stadium. It's rocking. Looks beautiful with fans, doesn't it? There we go. We'll give a quick review lineup. Pick for the net. Stones, Maguire, Walker. The back three. You've got Shaw, Rice, Calvin, and Trippier, and then up front you've got Sterling, Captain Kane, and Saka. Come on, lads, come on! Don't let us England nation down now. Right, you'll have to keep talking while I get rid of the scoreboard. Oh, where is it, sir?
Come on, England.
Is it toss?
Us the three.
Well, look, I don't. Who's won't toss? We won't toss. That's good. He's going to win game. Oh, I forgot it's not cricket, is it? How are England doing at cricket? Doing well.
Last time I heard was.
All Germany the same, three at the back, but three changes to the team that scraped through with a draw against Hungary.
We've lost 8 wickets.
Scoring hero
Wow.
of the game, Leon Goretzka.
Look at this. Look at this team, you know.
This is Timo Werner gets his first start of the tournament. He's in for Serge Gnabry.
I would have started Serge Gnabry over
Thomas Muller.
Werner. I think that's a good thing for Leeds. For England. Leeds. Sunny and Gundian.
Zijn de 4 zijn nu goed, maar
Gundian. Yeah, Sunny's unique, isn't he?
Go on, guys, take it. Hey, hope it's not really.
There's finger smeller.
I haven't had
still to do.
Saka, come on, Saka, put a good performance in.
Come on, Saka.
Everything but win this with Germany.
Go on, Sterling.
We're ready. Let me know when we're going to kick off, please.
Oh, you took a knee.
Second knee, good. With respect to there's no room for racism in football. It's very true. Never has been, never will be, never should have been, never will be, and never has been. Never will, you know, never want that in this game.
Take a knee, and the oval.
Come on, England.
Come on.
Come on, England.
And we're away.
Come on now.
300th England game.
We're away, boys. We're away.
The biggest since that one, 25 years ago.
Pickford's got ball out to
the game goes on.
Walker into Maguire, out to Trippier.
The atmosphere inside this
Trippier to Sterling, back to Trippier.
And it's down to these players now to control their emotions.
Good long ball.
To this pitch and perform.
A bit too far, and Neuer's got it.
Week in, week out for their
Not
clubs.
Jimmy Keeper's got it. No, look, as long as we're putting a good performance, Lee, that's all I'm bothered about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope we're live, anyway, I think we're live. If we've done it wrong, we've done it wrong,
Munich man on the ball again. The way up towards Muller.
Well, what a foul, man!
Right, how I go?
Nudge on Harry Maguire.
Yep, how I go?
Word with the referee.
Yeah, of course it were a nudge. Well seen, ref.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's trying to be cute there.
Can't be cute anymore with referees and VAR no more, can you? Good foul win.
Come on, Albert.
Who's going to take it, Trippier?
From set pieces at the World Cup in Russia.
Come on, Maguire.
Come on,
Stones.
He got one himself too.
Come on, Stones. It's got to go.
He's like, come on, get a goal. First minute and a half.
And Trippier's been brought in, but it's Luke Shaw who took that one.
Don't pass it back.
We had to get his shirt back.
Told by Trippier he has plenty of time to compose himself.
Come on, England. All the way back to Pickford, long ball out.
Go on, Kane.
Eyes lit up just momentarily.
Neuer's man's safe and secure, as you'd expect from someone like Neuer.
Rudiger.
That's a good sign there from.
Look at that, we're closing them down. We are letting off, well done.
Don't forget.
High just off the 18-yard box.
Oh, here come Germany. Here come Germany, this is a dangerous play.
A little bit of room.
Get out. Get out.
Well defended, Kyle Walker. Well defended that.
It is a Germany corner.
German corner. Dangerous cross that by the Cribs, I think.
The Germans did well to work the ball.
Wow, that was close, wasn't it?
Towards that back post from Kane. Jordan Pickford slightly worried, but Kyle Walker does brilliantly just to get it.
Sorry about this, viewers. I don't know.
Walker again.
Yeah, we're still there, mate.
Haven't gone anywhere yet.
Eye up, dangerous moment. Oh, cut back well out. Well defended that. Come on, England. Well defended by. Can't tell, can you? I can't see screen. Anyway, so it's Germany throwing it back. It's back to where dugouts are. Just in front of England halfway line. Just in opponent's. Just in our half.
Havertz let it run. Werner popped it back to Muller.
Popping it about a bit out there.
Goes downstairs. Goes downstairs.
Cross. Havertz. Into Werner.
Goes down.
Now to
well done.
At least kind of face the goal. Goretzka's going to go for goal.
Hey, well done, Pickford. Shot from about 40 yards. Did you say we're never going to try?
Players there, Jordan Pickford. We feel a lot better. Dealing with his first strike on goal there. It's a weak effort from Goretzka from
Goretzka shot. Come on, Phillips. I think it's Phillips. Yeah, well done.
Scored in the 84th minute to make it Germany 2, Hungary 2. They were going out until that moment.
Shaw back to.
Yeah, he's a player you have to be careful with. He makes late runs into the box. He nicks quite a few goals for Bayern Munich, and obviously a big one for his country.
That was cheaply given away by Walker. Havertz.
Dangerous ball given away by Walker there.
Had made the move and actually created the space that Havertz has just put the ball into.
Nice and steady, nice and steady.
Saka, Phillips, and Trippier back to his goalkeeper.
Come on. Well done, Pickford. Straight down middle.
Rudiger. Strong head of him, all
Well,
right.
he can't be offside there, wasn't he? No. I thought he was coming back from an offside position.
Stepped in by Robin Gosens.
Germany are knocking it about a bit, knocking it around well actually.
Bridled
Giving
excitement
Neuer a
right
chance.
around the ground before
You
kickoff
know how
has
good
given way
Neuer
to
is
early
with his
match
feet,
nerves.
don't we?
I think that's just the feeling of the country. It's such a huge game.
Hey, come on now, England.
You know,
Get
we believe so much in this
that
team and
ball,
this
get it
particular group of
under
players.
control.
And I think if you add that to the events of yesterday and some of the favourites coming out of the competition, you know, there's a huge feeling of hope going into this game that this will be the one that can propel England onto greater things. But they've got to get through this one first.
Come on.
What a day it was
Come on,
yesterday.
England.
14 goals scored in just 2
Rice.
games.
Go on, run with it, Rice.
Most people
Lost
on
it.
either side of the argument in this
Can't
one,
afford to
but
lose it there, Rice.
for just seeing one.
Alright, we've got Hollisman behind ball again, it's fine. Well done. Come on, England. Don't let them cross. They're passing it about a bit.
Rudiger put under pressure by Saka.
All the way back to Neuer. Long ball. Out for an England throw-in, that'll do. Come on, Trippier.
Southgate has not strayed from his script all the way through. Said before the tournament it's an opportunity for this team to make some history and give people memories for the future. Same words apply for this game only. Pickford out.
Well done, Pickford. Well done. Good boy.
And the launch is not just a hit and hope. Nearly gave Sterling something to work with. Muller got the better of Stones through to Goretzka, who's made one of his usual runs from the midfield. Goretzka down on the edge, and the referee has given the free kick on the edge.
Yeah, this is exactly the situation you've got to be careful of. I mean, they're asking for more. I don't think it's any more than just a foul.
It's Declan Rice who came back.
Yeah.
I think Tony Kroos was asking.
He's asking for more. He's asking for a red card. There's
I
no
think
way
he's
it's a
asking
red
for the
card.
penalty as well, but it's outside, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I mean, Kyle Walker's right there. It's clearly outside the box. It's no more than a free kick. Declan Rice actually got himself into a terrible position in midfield. He was kind of in no man's land. He wasn't pressing in midfield.
Dangerous
He wasn't close to his back four.
England,
He
you know.
was just kind of picking through him, and that's why he was running back.
Can't
towards
afford to
goal
get
like that.
it's
He's got to make a decision
now.
whether to kind of
Germany
sit and
have
stay with the team
run at Rice
or
now.
fully commit to the
They'll
press.
go at Rice.
8 minutes in, it gives Germany a wonderful opportunity. We haven't seen a direct free kick scored at this tournament yet.
And why would you say that?
Because we haven't seen one.
I can't believe you'd have said that.
Calvin Phillips. He's the draft excluder, or he was. He's going to have to lay down a bit further back.
I think it's too close to go up and down. This is going to be it with power. Hopefully straight into the wall.
There's a few of them stood over this. You
About
fancy
4
it.
players stood over, German players stood
Havertz
over
is lining
it.
himself up for the one that possibly gets rolled, and he strikes.
This is dangerous for England.
Definitely feels like it's much more Tony Kroos territory, but he's not lining up to hit this. I think they're going to strike it. Look for a deflection of some sort.
Goretzka is the long run option. Havertz is closer to the ball, and it is Kai Havertz. England's defence is
Well defended, England.
Ginto tried to put it back in. It'll
Well done, England.
Germany pressing, but England have withstood that wave.
Yeah, he did well, Declan Rice. Made up for the mistake. It's a big block.
Yeah, made up for his mistake then, didn't he? Rice then.
Tell you what, I feel better.
Yeah,
I hope so. Ridiculous shot.
Bring it out on tape.
Go on, England.
There's Hummels.
Oh no.
We're under a bit of pressure, aren't we?
Ginter.
That's it, make him go backwards, at least get his shape back. You can't, I like seeing Kane up there, but the problem is, will he stay up there? You know what I mean?
Settled into the game much better than England have.
I was literally about to say those exact words, Guy. It's not a surprise, though, when you look in their midfield, Tony Cruz and Goretzka, much more established, played in these types of games. And
well done, Sterling. Kept it in.
You know, exactly that, and I think that's exactly why they've just settled that bit better. They're playing a few more simple passes.
I think we're trying to hit some more break, aren't we?
At the minute.
This is, it's too defensively minded. It's. I know you've got to defend, but we've got so many defenders, and we've got more defenders up than attackers.
They also look at where their wing backs are. They get into great positions. You know, you've got Kimmich here, right up against Luke Shaw, and Goossens on the other end. We're playing with a back five now, essentially, because of how high they play. That's exactly what we need to do when we get the ball. Be brave, press their wing backs back as much as possible.
Hummels to Matthias Ginter. Kai Havertz takes over.
Come on, England.
Kroos.
Come on, I know Germany are all passing around, long diagonal ball attempted.
Over the head of
over the heads. Got up for an England forward.
We're pressing in kind of ones and twos at the minute. There's no kind of collective, right, let's go as a team, or stay off as a team. You know, Calvin Phillips press and Declan Rice is just a little bit in no man's line, and vice versa. Like I said, I think it's just because we're just taking a little bit longer to settle down. We'll figure it out.
Come on. It'll be a long throw down line, hopefully. Right. Flips it on.
Kane was caught between two, and the ball is out for an England throw.
Come on, man. It's a couple of yards there. I ain't bothered.
Sterling.
Come on, Sterling.
That's enough, Sterling.
Come on, Sterling.
Kimmich. Phillips.
Right, go.
Go on now. That's a Sterling.
Go on, Shaw.
That's the top.
The fans just getting a bit anxious there. I think that was the exact clip that Alan Shearer was showing prior to the game. The space down Kimmich's side when he gets sucked into where Sterling was. Luke Shaw was in acres of space.
Here's Saka.
Go on, Saka. Back.
On Rudiger. And was stopped by Rudiger.
Whoa.
The assistant was right there, but he didn't stop waving his flag until the ref had blown his whistle.
That's a lovely turn from Saka. He uses his body so well. Now Rudiger, he's got no interest in even winning the ball there, Rudiger.
Yeah, look at that. He took him out, man.
You know, he's a player that I think we should focus on from an attacking point of view. He's a player that I think you can get booked. You can put him under that type of pressure where he's got to make decisions on a yellow card.
Come on, dangerous free kick for England here. Come on. Come on, we've got some good defenders, we've got some good attackers. Maguire's in there, Stones is in there.
Over Stones, Maguire keeps it alive. And he's forced to knock it back to Kyle Walker.
Oh, we're about to keep
Thomas Muller right behind him. Muller trying to get his mates to join him. Beautifully done by Saka.
Well done, Saka. Good boy.
He's so good at that. He really is.
Out to Shaw. Come on, Shaw.
England's wing backs are forward now.
Too slow. We're slowing it down.
Phillips.
More Phillips forwards, man. Not back forwards. It's trying to go forwards. Come on.
Come on now.
Stones.
And it's forwards.
It's from Maguire.
Oh, no backwards. Oh, no backwards.
Just a few Moans and groans at that going back to Jordan Pickford.
Well done, Pickford.
I don't mind that. That's our first little
Well done.
bit of possession that we've had in the game. We've knocked it around, looked a bit more comfortable. Yes, it's gone back towards Pickford, but I think as they gain confidence, there was good runs that was made. Just didn't quite find the passes.
Go on.
This guy started well.
He has made another good run. I think he's holding on to him.
Come on, England. Attacking throw right on edge of 18 yard box. Yep, 18 yard box.
Come on, England now.
Come on.
He made his debut with the under-21s last September.
Come on, make a run for him.
On the ball again, he wants it.
He's playing with real confidence.
Go on. Go on, Rice.
Go on now.
Come on, Sterling.
Go on, Sterling.
Shoot! Oh!
Go on, England.
Make the save.
Yes, go on, come on, England.
That's better.
From Raheem Sterling.
Lot better.
Intelligent position that he picks up centrally. You know exactly what he wants to do when he gets in that right foot. And he tests Manuel Neuer with a really good strike towards that far corner.
England.
Gets two good hands to it though, Neuer. Tips it around the post.
Come on, England.
Was excellent.
Go on, England.
Sterling's.
Corner.
Beat the Germans.
The key was formed. Swings out.
Oof! Oh, Maguire got his head on it. Free header as well.
Germany's long time number one.
This is better.
Just couldn't quite get the
Good
power.
free head on it, but he could get his head quite onto that. There's not enough power in it, was there?
It's Werner. He's backing into Stones. Stones holding on to him.
Come on. It's like it's our turn to have a few minutes on ball, isn't it? Come on, England. England, come on, England.
Trippier, it wasn't the best of touches. Now it's going to be a free kick for Germany.
Free kick Germany. In their own half though, so got to move it quickly. Germany. That was a bit late by Phillips.
And the referee straight in for a word with the Leeds midfielder.
I don't mind seeing that, a bit of aggression by his players. Come on.
Come on. Get the ball. Come on, Sterling.
Ginter. Havertz.
Well, Havertz.
Muller.
Seen
off
Go on.
by Harry Maguire. Sterling takes
Go on,
over.
Sterling. Go on, Sterling.
Saka has come in field for it. Trying to quickly give it back
Okay.
to Raheem Sterling. Kane battled in vain. Havertz
Come
has
on,
it now.
that's Germany are on attack.
Over to Timo Werner.
Well over it, even Speedo Werner couldn't catch that.
He's screaming at him for a foul, but it was brilliant from him initially.
Seen that shot again by
Raheem
Sterling.
Caught it really well.
Good shot,
Exactly
but
what he wanted to do. Just a
easy
top
save
save
for
by
more,
top
you want it.
keeper.
Come on, England.
Come on, England.
Saka.
Come on, come on.
Calvin Phillips.
Phillips
Declan Rice.
To Rice. On to Shaw. But halfway in Germany's half. Germany's won it back though.
Very neatly picked off by Leon
Well done,
Goretzka.
Phillips.
Phillips is getting stuck in now.
What a tackle that is.
Come on, Kane. Go down, Kane.
Ginter.
Careful with your
Kimmich
tackles.
finds a way through to Goretzka. Muller with the sweeper towards Werner.
Well done.
Pleasure.
Well covered that. Back to Pickford.
He just about kept himself onside.
Come on. We're going forwards.
Phillips.
Come on, Rice. Maguire. Now to Shaw. Back to Maguire. Halfway line. Back to Stones. Out to Trippier. Walker, sorry. Kane. Saka. Out again to offside. How can he be offside there, Trippier? You were looking along the line, man.
Moving it sharp, that ball there from Kyle Walker fizzed into Harry Kane. Yeah,
well, he's close, but yeah, he's offside. He shouldn't be offside.
What I like about
not when you're looking across the line, you shouldn't be.
They seem a lot closer
20 minutes
to
played,
Harry Kane. I think because of the width that Trippier and Luke Shaw are offering, it's just allowing Sterling to just drop into a little pocket, and the same for Saka, and they're getting a lot of joy with it.
Kroos gives it away.
Well, one back.
Anticipated by Kieran Trippier.
Come on now.
Rice.
Come on, Rice.
Sterling has made himself available.
Go on, Sterling. Turn the goal, man. You've got this. He turned, and then he turned again.
Draws into him when he gets into that place. He can just pop it in and then get it out wide.
Come on now, just pass it.
Saka.
Come on, Saka. Left.
He was bobbing and weaving, but there were too many in black Germany shirts around him.
Good player, Saka, and he's our danger man, there's no doubt about it.
And Maguire.
Well done, Maguire. Bullet header.
Come on.
Come on, England. Don't fear him, do we?
Come on now, England.
The body language of the supporters already. Never known a game to be or to feel as tense as this 21 minutes in.
Sterling, bad touch there.
In fairness to the players, I think that they've, after the first 10 minutes where they looked a little bit edgy and it took them a while to settle
Germany
down.
goal kick.
I think they've looked a lot better since. The energy that was within the stadium has been lively. The players have responded to that.
Rudiger's got ball, he's running with it.
To gallop into.
He's running to halfway line with ball.
He's out of position now.
Go on now, go on, Saka. You've got it. Oh, come on, Rice. Sterling. Back to Rice. Out to Phillips.
Oh, Phillips.
Back to Rice. Out to Shaw. Saka.
Well done, ref.
Well done, ref. Well done, Saka.
The heart of everything at the minute. Bukayo Saka. Oh, he's drifting over onto this left-hand side, having an impact over here, winning free kicks.
Germany don't know how to mark him. The lifter don't know how to mark him. He wrong right. That was on left.
Similar-ish position was taken by Shaw. Trippier is
Shaw's going to take the free kick. Trippier's come over as well. I don't know who's going to be taking it.
You want to get your right foot on this and kind of get it whipping towards goal, but you can see how high that line is from Germany. It's going to be difficult for the players to catch up with the ball, basically.
Come on, Kane, do something this game, please.
This one again into that corridor.
And into penalty area. Shaw puts it in. It was Stones who tried to attack it. Werner. Neuer. Trippier's header back for Saka. Beaten to it by Hummels. Essential for Germany that Hummels did get there first.
Back to Pickford. Oh, look at that though. We almost caught him.
Maguire.
Come on, Maguire.
Away from Werner. Saka.
Come on, Saka, you've got loads of space to run into.
Again, demand that the ball be given to him.
You can see he's already commanding that place in the game where the team's starting to drop off him a little bit because he's spun a few tackles, he's gone by a few people and thinking, hey, can't get too tight to him.
Shaw being held on to that. Another England free kick.
Well done.
Danny Macaulay, he's going to have a word. First word is from Havertz to him. And Macaulay wants to chat to Matthias Ginter. He's all over him.
Yeah, it's a free kick all day long.
I think he's probably got that yellow card for talking too much in the end.
And should Germany win this game, Matthias Ginter would not be able to play in the quarter-final. That is his second.
He's sorted himself out of quarter-final this game now,
Now this is a better angle for Kieran Trippier.
He's just got to be thinking Trippier time. Got to be.
Just whip it with as much pace as you can, get it heading towards goal. It gives defenders so many problems.
Just any sort of little iconic from us in England players that'll be back at net. Come on, Trippier. Come on.
Almost
dangerous free kick.
Yeah,
I didn't get a drink.
Perfect angle for him.
Come on, Trippier now.
Yeah, it's got to be Trippier. It's Trippier. Oh, hit me first man.
Corner.
And it has gone behind
Got the ball.
Neuer didn't think it did. Of course he wouldn't.
Oh, it was close. Really was close.
Come on, England.
He puts the pace on it that you want. He just couldn't quite beat the first man of Kimmich there. It's a vital header that Kimmich puts on this, because if he misses it, Neuer's in all kinds of trouble.
England corner.
There's the gang of four. There's the break.
Well defended by Germany, like absolutely fair. Well defended by him.
Phillips, all room. Loads of it.
Over
to That was a big chance. Quite a tentative header from the Manchester United captain.
Oh, I thought he'd done it. I thought McLean
just clips it into that channel. And once this ball comes into Harry Maguire, you're thinking, go on, get your head on that.
He's more friendly getting hurt.
It's like you said, Guy, it's almost like he didn't quite believe that it was a chance.
It's almost as though he was waiting to absorb the blow that was coming his way.
Really good signs, though, from the team. Starting to really get.
Come on, England, we're getting ball, man. We win it second balls.
This with hesitation. England on top. Sterling, Shaw. It's Goretzka who can get away now. Werner is on his way, and there was no ball on. Kimmich.
Slowing game down a bit, Germany. Not having a bit of a breather.
Germany in possession, because it feels like it's been a while. They weren't for long. Stones. Pickford to Kyle Walker. Nearly came Kane's way.
Really came Kane's way. I want to expect Kane to do a dart from halfway line to score.
Kroos sees Havertz.
Well cut out, well done, well defended, England.
Maguire. I wonder whether he had time to turn. He certainly had the strength to pull it off.
He's having a go at Jordan Pickford, because he's saying, where are you? Yeah, Jordan Pickford stood by his right-hand post, and he's saying, get over here towards the left-hand side of the post so I can put it onto your left foot. I think he's right as well. He's not happy with his goalkeeper there.
He looks really up for this today.
Yeah, he does. I think there's a few that look right up for it. There's a couple we still need to get a little bit more out of. We haven't seen our captain
say he looks right up for it. You can't get yourself up for Germany
get a little bit higher
playing
as well.
for England. You might as well pack up and go home.
The South Yorkshire trio at the back.
We're doing all right, aren't we?
Seem to blend nicely with one another.
Come on now, just pass it forward.
Go on, Sterling. On halfway line, back in the zone half, back to Maguire.
Walker.
Go on, Saka.
Go on. Oh,
just moved away from Hummels.
Every time. whenever Saka gets in there, Rudiger you don't want to go in. He almost just accepts, okay, I'm going to let you have it there, and I'm going to stay in position.
Kimmich. Stones deals with it.
Come on, Phillips.
First time.
Good ball, Phillips.
Sterling.
Well done,
Sterling. Come on, Sterling.
Shaw is in
Go on,
support.
Sterling,
Sterling's going one way, then the other. That was a stretch for Kroos. Rice has misdirected his header towards Shaw.
Neuer's got it. Just a little pass out.
Right now look to be the wide men. Sterling and Saka.
Oh, sure, you didn't need to do that.
A bit of a problem getting Kane into the game, as you've just said.
Yeah, it's something we've struggled with, throughout the tournament. We've not seen our most dangerous goal scorer that we've got in England, in Harry Kane.
Come on.
Again, for half an hour in this game, we've not seen much of him. And all he needs is that one chance, that one moment. And we know exactly what he can do with it.
Ginter. Kroos. Hello to Rudiger.
Germany's got ball just coming at England half now.
Goretzka. Muller. Now Havertz. Kimmich
Havertz.
Right edge of the
Yeah,
box.
just clear this.
It's Kimmich's clip, and it was missed by everybody.
Oh,
It was
that
mightily
awfully
close to being
close.
finished off by Gosens at the back.
Well, it wasn't the first time we've seen him flying in at the back post like this
Can breathe
at
a
the
bit.
tournament, Gosens. They
Breathe
work
with
it
a sigh
really
of
well along the
relief,
lines, actually.
Can't we?
And it's just the quality from Kimmich. Gets it onto his left foot. And it's just some good work by Kieran Trippier, actually. He gets his body into a good position. Just doesn't let it between himself and Carl Walker.
That's well defended, that by Trippier. Well defended. Come on, Pickford.
Atlanta player's 11th cap, but he was much talked about in the build-up as one to be feared. That's a good ball from Havertz.
Well done, Pickford.
Well done, Pickford. My heart went in my mouth. Timo Werner, like you saying that, I shouldn't have been with Timo Werner, should I?
Brilliant. A lot of time, a lot of space. You can't give him that, because that's what he delivers, right on the money. The run from Timo Werner was good, but the save from
Well
Pickford was
done, well worked out that England front
So
back.
close to being the Chelsea connection hurting England.
Nice,
He's made a
Sterling.
couple of those runs, Timo Werner.
And
They've come
forwards.
close to finding him at times, but that was his big moment.
That was 32 minutes on the
Maguire.
clock. 0-0.
Shaw.
Come on, Maguire. On to Shaw.
Over to Walker.
Come on, Walker.
Saka.
Saka out to Walker. High up. And it's gone down.
Maguire did enough to get there with him. And the flag goes up. The run isn't quite as lovely as it first
Right,
appears.
it's an England. Right, sorry about
They're
that.
quite happy,
34
Germany, to let
minutes.
Tony Kroos drop into this position.
Offside.
Beautiful. It really is, as we just look at that chance from Timo Werner trying to find that far corner, but
That
was really well with his angles, Jordan.
Make sure that messed up in return.
Big save from the England keeper.
German anguish on the stands. Don't worry, we can beat you at that.
Pickford.
Years of practice, I think they call that, don't they?
Too much.
Come on, England.
Pickford to Maguire.
Come on. Players on ball. Out to Shaw. Still on his own out.
Gareth Southgate has pointed out repeatedly in the build-up.
Out
No anguish
to
for these players. This is a new bunch, unburdened by times past. Starting to play like it at times in this half.
With a bit more to come.
What do you reckon to give?
Yeah, you'd hope so anyway.
Alright.
I think after settling down, they've
Very quiet.
got the bit between the teeth. They're just trying to figure out a way to get more attacking options into the game, really. Like we said, I think Sterling and Saka have looked good. Still searching, really, for Kane to get a bit more ball. I'd like to see Luke Shaw get higher down the channel.
Maguire.
Oh my God.
Thought he'd overrun it a yard, but he's got reward by winning England the throw-in.
He's good at that, Maguire. It's something he should keep doing as well.
Shaw looking for the best bet. It's not Kane.
The throw. Saka on the Sterling.
Here's Kane.
Kane.
Rice.
Come on, Rice.
Close across to stop him thinking big thoughts.
Whip it in, cross it in.
Walker.
It's in the bout, man.
Declan Rice. Close got back at him. Walker. England fans demand a little bit more attacking urgency now they're in this position.
Well, they wanted to whip the ball in, but he didn't believe in himself. He just needed to get whipped in first time.
Phillips.
Come on, Phillips.
He's trying to pull back for Kane. It's Goretzka who stopped it happening. It was Gosens who stopped the corner. It is an England throw, and it's England pressing.
Did right feet though, trying to pull it back.
Come on, Phillips.
Phillips still forward. That was behind Saka, and Havertz can run away with it.
Come on.
Run a long way with it. Back comes Trippier. Back comes Phillips. Win the ball, have that.
He loves that, Phillips, doesn't he? He
Great
can't just tackle you. He has to leave a little bit on you as well.
Good out tackling is Philip Kelvin, isn't it? You heard Tottenham were after him. You can't be getting a manager, never mind get older with any decent players. That were a bit rotten, wasn't it?
No.
Come on,
now.
England.
Hold down. Tackle.
Kroos had to be nippy.
It's going to be honest, it's going to be 1-0 either way.
It's Werner, he was coming back from being offside.
I've heard that before somewhere.
Offside.
Not going to tempt.
Come on, England.
No, he plays on the edge. That's his game. You know, he gets heavily criticised for being offside so much, but it gives him chances like this.
Seeing that Werner shot
very
again,
good save from Pickford.
Pickford did really well at saving.
Oh, I know.
That was Muller. Back with Goretzka. And finds Havertz. And Walker is there, stride for stride with him.
He gets a round of applause from his teammate John Stones there, Kyle Walker, because his positioning was very good. Kind of read the situation the whole way. Saw Kai Havertz and what he wanted to do.
England supporters sense that this is the time to just give those players a bit of a lift.
England goal kick. I tell you, so it's been a bit better in the last 5 minutes, but
Sensing that all Harry Kane wants is the chance to get the ball and have a shot at goal.
It's all right saying that. I think you've got to work harder for those positions. You know, he is a world-class striker. They know that. They're going to be watching him more than anybody else on the pitch, and he's got to work twice as hard as everybody else to get that extra yard of space to get his shots off. We've not seen that from him. We've not seen the 20-yarder, the 25-yarder from Harry Kane, left foot, right foot. Just even as an attempt, we've not seen it.
Defended,
like to see
but
it.
that's it. Nice
It means he's
play
dropping
like
deep.
about Phillips.
It means he's in the game.
Maguire.
He's just non-existent.
Go on, Declan.
Declan Rice.
All right.
Covered from that early yellow card.
England have it right near their own technical box, near their own box area.
Got away from Hummels. Phillips was on the run, but it's going to beat him.
Oh, unlucky. Good idea, though. Good to see Phillips bracing forward.
People talk about why is he dropping so deep. Well, you know, this season ends up with a golden boot and the most assists, playing exactly that way for Tottenham.
Neuer, never never phased when there are two coming towards him, and nor is Walker when he's got to control the ball like that. Had a good start, Kyle Walker, in this back three. There's a way back to Pickford.
In the chest so far.
It was Kroos who helped that on. Sterling is stifled by Matthias Ginter. Kroos.
They're good at this though, playing out from back in Germany.
Maguire.
Well done, Maguire. Well done again, Maguire.
Kimmich. Time for Stones. Calvin Phillips.
Come on, Phillips.
Trippier.
Not backwards, forwards.
This is where I think Harry could be a bit more of a nuisance. When the ball goes in those wide areas, can he run in the channel? Can he stretch them the other way?
Oh.
Trippier started to make a forward run a moment ago and felt he was unfairly impeded. The referee didn't want anything to do with that.
Just been on the game so far,
So England down the other side with Maguire.
Go on now. Go on now, Kane.
Nice take
Go on,
turn.
Kane.
Good strength to hold off Goretzka. And it is a free kick. He did trip Kane.
Fuck him.
He took his time, the referee. It's definitely a free kick.
Definitely a free kick. He took him down. First time I see Kane run.
Nothing of the ball.
Good goal with the ball. Most of the tournament, to be honest.
And this is that little bit closer.
I think it's still...
Oh, he's brought them back 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, it's too far out for Kieran Trippier. A conversation between themselves and John Stones is going on.
It's not too far out for him.
Mr. David Beckham's there.
Say, yeah.
Come on, is this a bit too far out for him, do you think? Or do you think he's going to have a go?
Oh, Ed's got in a
Is it
locker.
far out? I think he might have a go, you know.
Trippier goes quick, wanted to find Kane, and switching himself on.
Come on!
Just when it mattered was Matt
Come on,
Hummels.
England!
Some of the others in Germany's shirts weren't quite as awake.
No, he did well, Hummels, because Kane tries to use his body here. He knows the flight's a bit short, and he gets his body, tries to almost like lean into Max Hummels to stop him with the ball, but
you got to
he
say
gets
good
around him,
defending
gets
by
a vital header
Germans.
to clear it for a corner.
Been around a long time, Matt Hummels.
It should be a brilliant time to score.
Trippier, the corner now. It's Hummels again who heads away. That's why he was brought back into the Germany fold.
Good delivery, though. Much better deliveries today.
Well done, well done.
Pickford. Phillips over the outstretched leg. Trippier. Saka moving inside.
Good ball! England
He kept
ball.
that in, but he was
Germany
convinced it
ball.
was going to be his throw.
Germany throw. Been tight, it's been cagey.
I think Gareth's going to be pleased with, you know, the first 45 minutes. He's had some top performers. Calvin Phillips again, playing like he's just enjoying a game with his mates on a Sunday afternoon.
There's another tackle right on cue from Calvin Phillips, and he enjoyed that one a bit too much.
Yeah, I think it's the angle of his boot here, I think, that's not pleasing the referee.
It's the two midfield holders.
Cautious.
Yeah, goes over the ball, catches
He
him
went
in his
over
shin.
the
It's a
ball.
yellow card. Play smart now. Get tight. Nothing else.
Really caught Kroos. Studious look on the face of Joachim Löw. Giving way to his old assistant Hansi Flick after this tournament. Will it be after this game?
That's it, we better go back.
1 minute added on to the end of the first half. Tension-filled first 45 plus.
Come on, England.
Best chance, Timo Werner. Denied by Jordan Pickford.
Honestly.
Raheem Sterling and Harry Maguire. Here is Sterling.
Go on, Sterling. Go on, far time.
Tries to get into the box himself. And here's Kane! Taken away from him by Hummels. The served warm.
Oh, that was so... Oh.
Werner. Kroos. Just a few pausing their break for half-time refreshment.
Half-time.
To turn and process what they've just seen. A huge opportunity goes for England. And their captain, Sterling with the driving.
See what happened here.
Yeah. Appeals and shouts. Hopeful pleas. But the ball broke to Kane off a German defender.
I think the question is, can he just hit this towards goal with his left foot straight away then? He decides to try and take it round Neuer. Max Hummels has done what he's done most of that 45 minutes. Right place, right time.
Yeah.
And then it came off the...
and
went away from the goal.
Over
to the boys in the studio. Gary, I think you're right.
Well,
how are you feeling at home? Confident? Not really, no, me neither. But anyway, things can change quickly. Could have been changed there. England could have been ahead. It's been pretty even though, Alan, really.
Yeah, we struggled for the first 10 minutes to get into the game, but then once we got in there, we passed it around and moved it around, and we created one or two chances. Saka, I thought, was very lively on that right-hand side, very comfortable in receiving the ball under pressure and taking the touch and turning and running that German defence. He's got to do more of that. We've also got to be really careful with them on the break, with the pace in behind. And Kyle Walker's done really well 2 or 3 times to stop that. So yeah, it's been very even.
Yep. Would you agree with that, Jurgen? It's been pretty even, Stephen, so far.
Yeah, a little bit more for England, I would say, overall in possession maybe, but Germany started well, 10-12 minutes, had a good chance with the free kick. And then England was a little bit dominant, but the clearest chance I think had Timo Werner. You know, he had the big chance going 1-against-1 with Pickford. If he puts that in, we have a 1-0. But then we just saw in the last second then a big chance for England to open up the score.
Your assessment of the first half, Rio?
Yeah, I think it's been quite cagey between the both teams. There's been no real risks from either side. No one's really took hold of the game. Saka's been our bright spark for most of the first half, with Sterling at times as well. But I expect us to come out a little bit more, put our personality into the game a little bit and start trying to stand hard for it. But we've got to be aware because, as the guys have said, Germany have that quality. When they get into the final thirds, they've looked very dangerous at times.
We've all been waiting for Harry Kane to come to life in this tournament, and then just before half-time, he thought this is his moment. Fluffed his lines.
Well, a confident Harry Kane sticks it away. I don't think he even needs to think about the touch. He just does it naturally. Sterling does really well. It takes a bit of a deflection and falls perfectly for Harry Kane. Can he stick that away with his left foot? If he does, he tries not to, but then he's got a really poor touch. Sterling does really well in getting there. He drives at the tackle him and it falls. And that's the sitter. That's a big opportunity. That's the chance.
He got one goal.
Oh, you guys are centre forwards, yeah? Is he done the right thing there in taking that touch, or should he hit him?
You only do the right thing when you score.
Got Jack Gill on,
It's a fact that if he does a perfect touch and scores, then he's done the right thing.
But Harry's got to offer
Everyone
more.
said that. Everyone said that.
Talk
You
about
said
him
that,
coming deep for the ball. Look at his movement here, or lack of it, I should say. Within a space of 5 or 10 seconds, he doesn't move at all. So he's got to try and help the team a lot more than he's doing.
Time get hands on the ball, get ready,
not helping him really with the balls up to him. But as I said, I think he's only had 9 touches in the game so far, which is nowhere near throwing. They've also got to put that ball in there. We highlighted it a couple of games ago where he should be screaming if that ball's not coming in. It has to come in. They've got into 1 or 2 positions where his movement should be better. He should be finishing off a lot better. And he should be having a go with them again when that ball doesn't come in. Yes, the passing, yes, the movement, yes, they get into a decent opportunity there, but he's still got to do more for me, and patience will be running out.
But you know what I feel with it's a frustration when you watch him here. He looks lethargic at times when you watch him, but at the same time, yes, his movement doesn't look like it would do in a Spurs shirt when he's always offering himself up. But at the same time, this team don't seem to be playing the ball into him. They don't seem to be drilled to get the ball into Harry Kane. He's at his best when he's getting multiple possessions of the ball, played into him, then runners off him. Is it his movement that's not doing it? I think it's a bit of both, because the team aren't getting the ball to him either.
How would you evaluate his performance, Jurgen?
No, I think, you know, often he showed with Spurs that when he didn't get a rhythm in the game, or his chances, then he drops back in midfield and he gets some touches and he becomes lively, almost like a playmaker role a little bit, and then he goes back in the number 9 role. And this is about confidence, because we forwards, we know we need touches, we need to be alive, we need to be in the game, and that's, I think, if he pushes himself, roam around more, be more alive, he does himself a favor, he does his team a favor, and maybe another ball drops down again like this one.
He's also got to offer more movement when the ball's in and around him. It's very, very difficult for those midfield players when they're on that ball to actually find him, because he's actually standing behind a German player and hard to pass into.
I'd be tempted to take Phillips off.
Opportunities, few as have Germany, and they're very sparse. But let's have a look at the ones that
don't want to get them sent off.
Available to England.
Yeah, they have, and they started the game, I thought, very. We were on the back foot in the first probably 10-15 minutes, and then Sterling and Saka have been the spark. Sterling cuts in on his right foot. Really nice
shot
strike
from
there
Sterling, I think.
I don't think it was ever really troubling Neuer, to be honest with you, but that one was for the cameras.
Should have caught it, shouldn't he?
But yeah, that was a good effort, to be fair. I think Maguire's looked dangerous from set pieces. I think he'd say himself he probably could have done a bit better with a couple of the headers that he had. It's a great ball from Phillips, feeds it into the wide area. And I think this is a great opportunity. I mean, I was sitting there with his hands on his head, thinking he'd have put that in the back of the net.
Yeah,
he's got to at least hit the target there, because he doesn't get hit until he's after he's headed it.
At least get on target and work the keeper
normally
from there.
Particularly strong from those kind of opportunities. Jurgen, talk us through Timo Werner's opportunity.
Well, these are the moments that he's waiting for and he's hungry for, because he knows with his pace he can beat anybody. And so as soon as the midfielder get the ball, they're looking for him. You know, and so he's moving around between the 3 center backs. He's trying to create himself some space. If you just watch him there, he's just speculating. Where could it go? Where could it go? And then he makes a run, and then he goes. And obviously with his speed, he can beat even here and there, maybe Kai Walker.
Something that England really need to watch.
Yeah, we said it before the game. That's why he's in the team, to stretch the opponents. And here, this is the opportunity.
Good You've
got to think that would be a left foot. Pickford does really well, to be fair to him. Great concentration. It's a great ball from Havertz.
Yeah.
A fabulous run, but the final piece of the jigsaw just wasn't able to put away.
England started very slowly, didn't they, in their first few minutes, and unnervingly so in many ways. And Goretzka had that when he went through, didn't he? Had to be brought down.
Well, they struggled to get a hold of the game. The Germans come out and they're really confident. They were passing it around with a purpose, with pace, and Stones goes in tight there and leaves that space in behind him, which Goretzka spots and times it run to perfection. And they had to do something. They had to bring him down as they did, and they got rid of the free kick, and that was no problem. But they have to be really careful in that situation. Just saw Werner with his opportunity, but and Goretzka there.
Looks well up for it, doesn't he, Maguire?
That's the danger of a high line, isn't it, Rio? The chance that the opposition, when they've got that kind of pace to get behind you, well, certainly Werner.
If you're going to play a high line like that, Stones has to go. And when you've got 3 at the back, you can afford to go and press the ball all the way. You fully commit to it. The moment you go half-hearted and the player who receives the ball can turn, you're in trouble, and that's what we saw.
Bukayo Saka was certainly the shining light in the first 20-25 minutes or so, wasn't he?
Yeah, we talk about being fearless as a young player. He's got no qualms about going and roaming around the pitch. He picked the ball up all over the pitch. And what was great about him is that
he had the confidence to go at them. He's the one player that is receiving it and driving at people at times, drawing fouls where we seem very dangerous in them set-piece areas. And he's got that unpredictability in the team, where he gets it, you don't know if he's going to go left, he's going to go right, but one thing you do know is he'll take the ball to people. He's willing to get on it and turn defence here into attack.
I think England have got to have more players like him who are not afraid.
They're on the bench
to receive the ball in situations like that. Yeah, they're absolutely, and I'm pretty sure if the game stays the same, then perhaps we'll see one or two of them come into play in the second half. But he's been so brave and not being afraid. When someone's marking him tightly, he's still demanding the ball like that and getting us fouls. And we've had one or two of those free kicks, and I think he's been our best player in that first half.
Yeah. What do you expect Germany to do at half-time, Jürgen? Do you think he'll be happy with the way it's going?
Yeah, he's not unhappy, let's put it that way. But also they want to create a couple of more chances. They want to see more people getting dangerous, and also creating something maybe out of set pieces. And yeah, that would calm him down a little bit, because they see that England is pushing, and unless you get a counter break like we had with Werner, there was not that much in it.
Well, when the live sport on the BBC is over, there's loads more for you on BBC iPlayer.
Score prediction, Lee. Take a vote. I still think 3-2.
Yeah.
1-0. 1-0 either way. Hopefully to win.
Your perfect post-match binge. Streaming now on BBC iPlayer.
Yeah, 1-0. That's what I'm saying.
The football continues into the evening with the final last 16 match between Sweden and Ukraine, live from Hamden. Later, Peter Crouch and his team will be here with year-late Euros. Download 5 Live's Daily Euros for more reaction to today's game. That's on BBC Sounds. Wimbledon continues across the BBC. BBC One's coverage tomorrow begins from 11. Oh, and get ready for this.
Do you want to see Foden or not? Or do you want Grealish?
I don't mind Grealish.
Or Foden. I'd like to see them both now, actually. But I can. The Olympics start soon, Lee?
Yep.
The Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 starts 23rd July across the BBC.
There's big summer of sport on the BBC. Now, we know Jürgen Klinsmann has won lots of things in his career, but what I didn't realise until today was that you actually got a bronze medal in the Olympics as well. 1988?
Yeah, and I should have won gold. I should have won gold, yeah. We lost the semi-finals against Brazil with Romario and Bebeto on penalty shootout.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Germany lost a penalty shootout. Bodes well maybe for later. You never know. You nearly played in the Olympics, Rio, didn't you? You were in the kind of the main long squad or whatever they called it prior to 2012. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know.
You were in the long squad.
Without me knowing.
Researchers reliably informing you in the long squad, but obviously got bombed out by Stuart Pearce towards the latter stages. We've got half time now, and at this time we always go, what do you think the coaches are saying to the two sides? But what I'm interested in, and perhaps people may or may not be interested at home, in terms of footballers at half time, the players in there now. I mean, I don't know about you, but I detested half time. It's just like, stop, you just want to carry on. 15 minutes you stood there, then you get stiff, then you have to get warmed up again. What were you like at half time, Rio?
I was quite chilled. I just kind of wanted to gather myself again, and then. But you thought about the first half. one thing you do know is you know who you're playing against now. You know their strengths, you know their weaknesses, and it's about now the leaders in there going round and identifying players who you know can have an impact in this second half. He doesn't like you when you face him up and you run it in. And as well, going around them substitutes, telling them, you guys, Rashford, Sancho, Mount, Foden, you guys are going to be important. Be ready now. And it's important the leaders take the stranglehold in that changing room.
It all depends on how the half has gone, Gary. I mean, the shouters, if it hasn't gone so well, will be in there and trying to organise. Then the manager will have his say, whether that is as soon as you get in the dressing room, or he lets everyone have their say and then calms things down. Well, no, because I was one of them, depending. I tell you what I would do if I was Harry Kane. I'd be shouting in that dressing room now from when that ball didn't come in. They had a great opportunity to put the cross in. That would be the first thing I'd be saying in there, and I wouldn't be saying it politely either.
What's Joachim Löw like at half-time? Is he a calm individual?
He's a calm individual. He gives them 2 or 3 bullet points, maybe each, talking one-on-one, maybe a little bit. But the main thing for the managers to make sure that once they come out now, that they're right there, that they're right into it and not half asleep.
Well, I think we're all into it. The second half is on the way.
There's never been a build-up to a last 16 tie like this before. Sterling, it's on for the shot. Neuer had to make the save.
Remember Watchalong? Or John Doe?
That's a good ball from Havertz. Werner, that's a good save by Pickford.
Oh yeah. You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Your little feet then, because I don't want to run up. Get me ready for it. I don't want to run up your little toes if we wheelchair, do I?
Try and relax, won't you? Here's Jermaine Genius and Guy Mowbray.
Thank you, Gary.
Here we go, mate.
Way to go before any of us can relax.
In the quiet,
all the talk during half-time has been, what would you do? What should the manager do? That's just the German supporters. Huge 45 minutes and maybe more ahead.
Huge 45 minutes coming up now for both these teams.
In a pub or outside enjoying the food show, enjoying the table service. Don't forget to tip the service. They want to watch this too. And pace yourselves.
We've got some
trying to find the right
attack
pace.
here.
England 0, Germany 0 into the second half.
Goal kick.
Perfectly balanced.
German goal kick.
Round of 16 tie. Jermaine, what are the changes you would like to see if things don't take a turn in the next 10-15 minutes?
Well, I think my concerns, one of my big ones is the left wing back situation with Luke Shaw. He doesn't look comfortable out there. You know, I'd consider, as well as Saka's played, I'd consider maybe shifting him over to left wing.
We've got ball back in the promising
more
position
thinking. And then you have the opportunity to bring on Sancho, Grealish, Foden in that position. You know, people may argue he's been our best player, but we know that he can cause problems in various areas on the pitch. But Gareth also needs to just have a little think about our 2 centre midfielders that are both on yellow cards as well.
England are putting the pressure on deep in the Germany half right from the start here. And Werner can't lay that one off to Havertz because Phillips was in between the two of them.
We'd be doing that well, aren't we? Mid centre of pitch, winning ball back.
Yeah. Sure.
Whether it's Phillips or Rice
So what was
or
interesting is listening
even
to Alan Shearer talk about wanting balls to come into the box. Like he'd be saying at half-time. I had the pleasure of witnessing a few of those.
Yeah.
I wasn't on the receiving end of them, thankfully, but it was
good ball.
Say that.
Lucky that.
Or Nobby Solano.
You've still got the tinnitus, haven't you? I wonder who the shouters and the screamers were in the England dressing room at half-time.
Come on.
Here's Goretzka. Ginter. Goretzka. Now Havertz. Back with Tony Kroos.
Come on, close him down.
Kroos into the feet of Muller. Muller's header.
Yeah.
Kroos trying to poke it out to Gosens.
Get it out.
Gosens' cross. It was Muller battling for it, and Havertz who hits it.
Oh, good save.
Who saves it?
Brilliant save by Pickford from Havertz.
And he's arguably been their best player this afternoon, Kai Havertz. And the technique on that. Gets his knee over it. And he strikes it so pure. Sees it late, Jordan Pickford. But it's hit so well. England keeper does well to get a hand to it and get it clear.
Come on, danger not away yet.
And it comes from Kroos. Kieran Trippier is there first to hoist it away.
Yeah, is there one player in midfield, Kai Havertz? He's always the spear man. You know, Cruz and Goretzka in midfield, they'll drop deep, they'll get on the ball, but they're always looking for Kai Havertz and the areas that he drops into as their option to get out.
Scored in Germany's last 2 games, coming off the back of scoring the winner in the Champions League final. Werner. Havertz.
We play Kai Havertz, so many.
Rudiger.
Come on, England, close them down.
What's wrong?
Muller.
Come on, England.
Neuer with a casual stroke towards Joshua Kimmich, and he didn't get it right.
England throwing on the panel halfway line.
A little bit too casual, but
a bit too casual play that by Germany.
It's a beautifully hit ball from Kai Havertz. He came onto him quick, but he got his body shape into the right position. And he knows it was close. Top save though from Pickford, another one.
One Saka. Boy, well done.
Kane to Trippier.
Ball out that. Put out ball.
Walker. Rudiger was always favourite. It's the sign of England. He's trying to stretch things out a little bit more.
It's another weapon we have not really used yet. Kyle Walker's long throw.
Here it comes. There it went. Trippier.
What? Am I dropping off?
Comes to Rice.
Them tablets, honestly, God, they're horrible, mate.
Kimmich.
I can't help it, mate. Some tablets, mate.
Guys, go on
Next
now.
one beaten 2.
That's it.
Spain nearly got it again. And Germany get it away. Phillips.
Well done, Phillips.
A bit more urgency, heck of a lot more noise.
Yeah, it's really good from John Stones as well. Stepping in there, maintaining the attack.
Come on, England. Can't have this got waste of time now, obviously.
Sure.
Go
Kane. There was a little stumble from Sterling. Don't think he was going to have much chance of getting onto the ball anyway.
Guys, just get on with it. I want to. Come on.
Come on, Sterling.
Come on.
Muller.
All the way back. Come on, England. We're happy for Germany to have it where they've got it. It's going to come forward.
Leon Goretzka. And that's the first time we've heard that in game. Heard it plenty all week.
It's going.
There's that spear man again, Havertz.
It's going, Jim is going out.
Rice is making you have two thoughts about what to do. Goretzka to Kroos.
It's too many.
Oh, that's exactly what we meant.
Around the back.
One, get up.
One's in towards Gosens, who got up high.
Well done, Pickford.
Pickford a little bit higher.
Well done, Pickford.
Well done, Saka.
Referee, that free kick.
Oh, just left Harry Kane on the floor.
Come on. Come on, get into him.
Come on, get into him.
Havertz. Ball is on for Toni Kroos, but he's swiveled the other way to take on Sterling. Good.
Well done, Sterling.
Really good, but Kane can't
He's
even go
down,
for it.
man.
Thomas is going to do the sporting thing. So
Oh, wait.
even again with this magnitude.
Well, you left your...
Well, he decided to leave Dominic Calvert-Lewin out of this squad today.
Yeah. I said that beginning of the game, didn't I? I said if King gets injured, if we go up front.
Oh my God, he's not bothered to that free kick. But I get it now.
And the kind of clash knees Harry Kane's gone backwards. It can be sore ones, those.
I mean, it's pretty rough.
There's already a call for Marcus Rashford.
Rashford, Grealish and Foden have all been warming up together. And it is Marcus Rashford who's been called to the halfway line to get himself ready.
Like cheering with them. You keep going on it.
Just a reminder that this is only part one for you today on BBC One. Following this is the final game in the round of 16. Sweden against Ukraine, live from Hampden Park, Glasgow. Winners of this play winners of that. And we still don't know any of it. We don't know for England whether it will be home or Rome. Kane wants to give it a go a few minutes more.
Yeah, he seems confident. He seems like he's all right.
What happens? So let's keep an eye out on them, Kane. Like,
He didn't really do his goalkeeper any favours with that, but Neuer usually stars it out. Here's Maguire.
that's our keeper. It's going to be 1-0 either way, I'm telling you. The forwards. Go Phillips.
Shaw. Rice to Stones.
Side to side and backwards, isn't it?
Pass it upwards, not backwards.
Shaw. Sterling had to stretch. Then puts on the burners.
Go on.
Trippier wide.
Go on, Sterling.
Sterling moved into traffic.
Sterling.
Grady won it.
And Germany trying to stretch England. England have the numerical advantage, but Havertz has found a way through to Werner.
Go down.
Well done. Scenic route.
Well done, Stones.
Yeah, it was good from John Stones. He's held his ground. Well, the counter-attack was dangerous. Havertz and Werner linking up again. But John Stones fully in command of that. He shows Timo Werner he wants him. He wants him to go down the line onto his weaker side. And once he's there, he's in a commanding position.
Not going to lie, like, up to that point.
Everybody on stations, but Germany may be catching England out. It's Kroos into the middle. And Kane headed to head it back out for a throw-in.
Yeah, well, they just did
Come on,
catch him out.
defend it.
The ball
Don't
back
want
to
to
him
be
was
giving away silly goals now,
the
do
ball
we?
one. That was all.
Havertz. Walker clear. There's nobody anywhere near that, though, apart from Neuer and Rudiger.
Go soon.
can't remember if Neuer was the original sweeper keeper of the modern age, but he's certainly the one who's mastered it best.
I'm just keeping an eye on Harry Kane to see how he's moving. I don't think, Gareth's not going to want to take off his talisman, especially if there's any thought that this game might eventually go to penalties, but he needs to find a way to start getting him into the game.
Congratulations to Jermaine. That's 58 minutes. It's the first time the P words come out.
Keep it tight, keep your shit. That's all I can do.
Werner. Stopped by Walker. Short of Sterling. Sterling looks to be the sparkiest England player.
Forwards. Up it.
We want a back kick.
It's Kane against Hummels again. Hummels back
Go on,
flick is
go on.
almost allowed Saka in.
Left.
Ginter won it. Saka has stayed down, but I think Ginter won it fairly.
Referee.
And again, so an England player can be treated.
I think it's one of those where he wins the ball in the follow through. He's definitely caught something of Saka with his, his knee on his left ankle.
His knee's caught him. Want a free kick?
There's nothing he can do. He's the momentum of him is going towards Saka.
Germany.
And thankfully he's up.
That's right.
I definitely feel like we need more.
Get Harry Kane off.
This Germany back line. We've not tested Max Hummels at all. I think he's dominated that
Is he
battle
going to be
between
Sancho
himself and
on?
Harry Kane so far.
I doubt it.
It'd be interesting to see how he reacted if someone with some real pace came onto the pitch.
Neuer away.
Go on now. Oh, that's not foul. That never foul.
The referee felt too closely. England substitute warming up shift has changed. Henderson and Sancho and Mount are now high kicking and jogging and stretching.
As well described. Nice.
Henderson, Sancho, Mount,
corner of my eye, Mason Mount doing the sort of routine that would put most of our groins out. Jadon Sancho, the player who Germany supporters can't believe isn't playing against them. But he might get his chance before this is finished.
Come on, England. England with a throw.
Yeah, I'd love to see him come on. I think it's a game that he'll be right up for. You can imagine conversations going on with some of his teammates. The fact that he plays over there in the Bundesliga, he'd want to have his moment.
Rice.
Come on.
Trippier. Delivery is not his finest. Phillips. Shaw's there to get it and keep the ball in England's possession.
Come on, England.
Stones.
Come on.
There's a busyness about England. It's matched by the oohs and ahs from the Wembley crowd as well now. Walker. Plenty of time for Ginter. Phillips down to Kane. Rice. Saka. Against Hummels. Rice did well to keep it. Trippier. That was high for Sterling. Here's Calvin Phillips. Sterling. Easy for Neuer.
Come on.
Yeah, it's the right thought. Sterling has got his head up. He's trying to pick out Harry Kane here. He's got too much on it. Look at how well Harry Kane is marked though there. Every time that ball comes into the box, Max Hummels and Rudiger are just, they're on him. They're all over him. He hasn't got a yard to move. We need an extra body in there just to kind of cause a little bit of confusion or a blindsided run that that sneaks in there. A late run from Declan Rice maybe.
Rudiger. On the charge. It wasn't the right pass for Havertz.
Walker's all there.
Walker.
Well done, Walker. Well done.
Ahead of Rice. Trippier's there. Very coolly back to his goalkeeper, Pickford.
Well done. Come on, man.
Pickford was caught in two minds, pointing everywhere.
Don't whinge at anybody else when it's beyond mistake.
Telling him to put it out to the left, and that's what he did, but nobody was there. No Jack Grealish yet.
Yeah, he'd have swatted Luke Shaw to play a little bit higher. It's a cute ball he's trying to play, but he needs to calm down a bit.
Hummels. Rudiger.
Come on, England.
Phillips with a little shuttle run. Try and make somebody hurry up. Hummels. Played it through the line for Muller. Muller takes charge and brings Havertz into the move.
Dangerous is for England with Havertz.
This Trippier backing away all the time. Rudiger.
Havertz.
There's Timo Werner to pull across. Cleared by Maguire.
Come on, Saka.
Sterling.
Come on, Sterling.
Come on, Sterling. Where?
Kroos is tripped.
That's a booking all day long.
The shoulder one way, then moved the other, and it was too much for Tony Kroos.
Yeah,
well done, Sterling.
You know, he's getting his head up and he's looking for a bit of help. He's looking for somebody to make a forward run into a channel. You know, thankfully, he had the ability and the skill to win something, but we really do just need somebody now on this pitch that can get in behind this German back line, start pushing them back, making them worry a little bit more.
I wonder who's going to blink first, Joachim Löw or Gareth Southgate?
Southgate's waiting for
to be the one to make the first change.
What to do? Come on, England.
Walker. Saka. Battles away with Rudiger and then dragged him back.
Saka,
Rudiger's
why
got
did you do
himself
that
between man and ball.
for?
Not sure. Yeah, I think he kind of overcooks it a little bit there, Rudiger, and Saka does well. Saka's the one trying to get the ball.
Hummels. Havertz comes short, not quickly enough.
Come on, England.
It's going to be Grealish that they're going to turn to.
Come on, England. Come on, England.
Germany are going to make a substitution too in a moment. There's Kroos. Well watched by Maguire. And then thought he was being held onto by Kimmich. Referee disagreed.
Come on, England.
Kimmich.
Well done, Pickford. How comes Mr. Grealish?
Graham Jones gives him the instructions. It's been seen on the big screen, as has Serge Gnabry, who's going to come on.
Gnabry's going to come on for Germany.
It's going to be
Mr.
an interesting
Grealish
game
is coming on for England.
Saka and Sterling, I think, have done okay. They've looked lively. Saka in particular has looked very lively when he's got on the ball. Faded a little bit maybe in this second half, but I think the performance has faded slightly.
Walker.
That's the run.
Saka. The flag stays down for now. Will Saka get there? No.
No.
He was really unlucky. It's a bit straight. the ball, but the
Good run though.
The thought of running him behind for once was good to see.
Well, one change per team happening together. Timo Werner is off.
It's been rubbish, right?
And the Chelsea player, and he's replaced by one formerly of Arsenal and West Bromwich Albion, where he hardly had the chance to kick a ball in anger. Goodness me, has he come on a bit since then. And the England change sees Saka replaced by Jack Grealish.
Well played, Saka.
45 minutes. Saka appreciated here by the England fans. Couldn't quite get into the game as much in this second half, but I think England just found it a lot more difficult.
Listen to this. Here's the poster boy.
Well, he's built for moments like this, Jack Grealish. The biggest step.
And it's gone down again. Oh, no. What's going on? Please, come on back. You're going to come back, Lee? I don't know what's going on. Come here a minute. BBC player, what a load of shite you really are.
In England.
Here we go.
Shaw. Grealish with his first touches of the ball. Foul on Kai Havertz.
First free kick involving Jack. It's a shock he put a free kick against him. Normally for him, innit?
Slightly overrun and just left his leg hanging in there.
Come on.
You feel it there, don't you, when he picks up the ball? The whole stadium gets excited.
Come on. 3 minutes coming up to
Ginter. Walls to Neuer. Maguire climbed nicely.
Go on, Phillips. Don't give the ear.
Nicely above Thomas Muller.
Temple ball. Come
Sterling.
on, Phillips. Open it up, man.
Trippier. Phillips wasn't ready for the pass. Wasn't right for Sterling. And Trippier
Well
gets
done,
lucky,
England.
straight back to him. 70 minutes have gone.
70 minutes have gone. At least I'd say we're going to have to put up with this for another half an hour.
Walker.
Boy, oh boy.
Late challenge by Gosens. Yellow card too.
Yeah, a bit of frustration, I think, on his part. Not had as much of the ball as he'd like. He's a really attacking player. And I think credit to England down his right-hand side with Trippier and Walker. They've handled him reasonably well so far. A couple of chances where he's been in the box at the back post, but apart from that, they've done well.
Saw in the background as Joachim Löw chatted with Marcus Sorg. Andreas Kupka, goalkeeper coach on the German staff, who was the man in goal for that penalty. Gareth Southgate failed to score in 1996.
Got an eagle throw?
If they've been
No,
reappointed yet.
Yes, that's a horrible reminder.
Come on, England.
They're everywhere.
Germany coming. Just beat, I don't know. It's like they've been sort of bust not loose, never mind go on to win game, but I don't know. I just.
Trippier, not enough on it. Walker. Trippier's just holding his left side. The referee has seen that. Stops Gosens' throw-in.
This is hamstring, I think.
He's done. Trippier's done.
He just went to swing and clear that ball with his left foot there, and he missed the ball completely. Well, there's a man who's not a stranger to playing at wing back. Just there, you see it in his face. I don't know whether to hold his groin or his hamstring.
He can't carry on, get him off.
See if it can be something that can be unlocked first before any changes are made, and it's the cue for John Stones to go across and get some instruction from Gareth Southgate. He's done that a few times. He seems to be the messenger man. Trippier's moving okay.
We'll see in a minute.
Rice. There's Phillips. Rice again back to Phillips, and so just bumped it up Jack Grealish's way, and the stride pattern wasn't right.
Really stop-start this second half. It's not really got into the flow that at times the first half did.
No, tell me about
it. It was a slow burner, but was getting there. But yeah, the flame's gone out here.
Yeah.
Walker.
No, that is down to tablets, genuinely.
Sterling.
Go on, Sterling.
He's still perky enough.
Come on.
Grealish.
Come on, Grealish. What's it?
Shaw.
Yes! Get in, Sterling!
Sterling again.
It's coming up! It's coming! Football's coming up! Yes, Sterling! Come on! Feel the eyes on your shirts!
There's your spark!
Come on!
Wembley ignites!
That's me! Where does that get?
Sterling continues!
Yeah, it's going to be 1-0 again, isn't it?
Oh, we haven't seen scenes like this in a football ground for a long, long time.
Well, listen to that.
So last time
He starts the move, Raheem Sterling. He's positive. He's direct. He drives at them, plays the ball into Harry Kane. And that little bit of that little bit of quality, the hold of the ball. We've mentioned Shaw all game. He's been quiet.
Well done, Shaw.
But he's turned up
Great
with a great delivery.
Well, yes.
And our main man, our top goal scorer this tournament.
With pleasure.
Raheem Sterling on home turf.
Yeah.
Puts us 1-0 up.
Come on, Germany, that's where you're going up. Germany, that's where you're
going. That ball came in from Shaw. Everything was in slow motion. Time stood still. And then pandemonium in the stands here.
Come on!
Raheem Sterling, the finisher again.
That's where you're going on. That's where you're going on, Germany. Yes, Pickford.
It was the first real bit of calm, bit of quality.
Come on, Ivan. Just take your time.
And Shaw showing calmness again, although the referee doesn't believe so. Right on the edge.
I'm not sure what he's seen here.
What has he seen?
Oh, no.
I'm sure it's a Germany free kick, and it's Maguire who's got the card.
Well, Luke Shaw looks like he has complete control of that.
There it is.
Yeah, the little nick. There's a little tiny clip. A bit clumsy from Harry Maguire. I think Luke Shaw's in full control of this situation. It's minimal, but it's enough to bring him down.
Down went Kimmich. Germany with a free kick. It's the other end, but it's the same position that they had one from in the first half early on.
And it's not what you want just after the elations of the goal that's just been scored in this stadium. But they've got to deal with it.
And the free kick is in Germany corner. Muller. Straight into England's wall. Cheered like a goal would be. To press. Oh, he likes playing close to home. The boys from Brent delivering again.
Yeah. And he likes playing in big games as well. And he's delivered for his country again.
It's going to go away from
Really is time to start putting some respect on Raheem Sterling's name in an England shirt. Look at this. Just the drive, the determination, the will, the know-how to score goals in that 6-yard box. Holds his run. Pick that one out.
In his first 45 games for England, he scored twice. He's got 15 in the last 20.
Incredible. You know, question marks coming into the tournament because of his form with Manchester City. Should he start for England? We've got Foden, we've got Grealish. He came into the tournament with a lot of negativity. He's been top draw.
Muller stopped by Declan Rice. He got it right again to keep the ball at his feet. Trippier. Rice just has to show a little bit of calm, although he's doing his best to whip up the crowd even more. I don't think they can go any further just yet.
Now the crowd's been sensational today. They're in for a real nervy 10 minutes plus added on time.
You're going to throw it.
It's all about game management.
And there were a few China bodies after that run from Rice. He's down on his haunches taking a breather. Maguire had to be stretched out a moment ago. We've seen Trippier being contorted by the physio. Stones.
I can't sit down. I'm nervous.
Okay, sit down.
I'm nervous.
Well, we're there now.
Yeah.
Kane.
Come on. Sit down.
Rice. From Rice with the poke for Harry Kane. Raheem Sterling. There's an error, and Havertz is onto it, and he's got the run through the middle. It is Thomas Muller, England's nemesis, but not this time. That never used to happen, never ever.
While Sterling was on his knees, he was praying. And his prayers were answered. He had time on his hands to pick his spot, Thomas Muller.
Thomas Muller, you missed your clock.
He just drags it wide. Pickford again. Big moment for the England goalkeeper. He's had 2 or 3 today. He asked the question to come out to the 18-yard box. Look at Sterling's reaction. And here's another for you. As you said, Guy, that's not something we're used to seeing.
10 goals from one of Germany's best ever players at the World Cup. None, not one, at the European Championship. There was one there for him that had been gifted.
I think it just shows you, though, complacency. You know, it's a time for calm now. I know there's a lot of excitement in this stadium, but the players need to control their emotions, manage this game, slow it down if they have to.
When we get ball, try and keep it for a bit.
Gnabry, let's run away to Kane. Grealish.
Nice and steady, nice and steady.
Pickford away.
Well done, Pickford.
Grealish. He's going to chase his own knock-on. Neuer. A few oohs and ahs, but Kimmich knew exactly where he was going with it. Well won by Walker. There's Trippier. Expect it to be this frantic and a whole lot more in the next 7.5 minutes, and a little bit more than that. Wherever you are watching, take long, deep breaths.
Come on, England. 7 more minutes to hold out a bit. Come on.
Kroos. Hummels.
Come on, England. Keep your shape. Keep your shape.
Played into Havertz. Pickford.
Oh, Pickford.
Walker was dealing with Havertz anyway. It's fever pitch. All around this most famous and magnificent stadium. It is fevered, frenzied excitement. Even in there somewhere. They won't give up. Germany never do.
Come on.
Germany have never lost a European Championship knockout match before the semi-final stage. England have never won one over 90 or 120 minutes.
Come on. Come on, England, keep your shape.
The rest
keep
of the
your shape.
since 1966 stuff.
Keep your shape.
Gnabry. Cleared by Stones to Kane. That was a nice little shimmy. Sterling gets back on side.
Okay.
Come on, Kane. Come on.
Come on. Come on, Sterling.
Come on, Sterling. I should feel backwards to...
Stones hurried. Pickford wasn't.
Come on.
I'll be careful not to play too negative just for the sake of playing negative.
And here's Trippier still high up the field. Gosens was upon him quickly. Now England have a problem. Declan Rice is really cramped up or something. He can't get back to his feet. England press regardless with Shaw. And now Grealish. Grealish in!
Yeah!
It's the captain!
Come on, kid. I think you're injured.
This time!
Yeah!
More than any other time!
Come on!
2-0 England! Harry Kane's championship has begun. Germany's might be ending. And that long, long, long run might be ending too.
Well, let's hope so, Guy. And talking of long runs, I'm waiting for them to end.
England 2-0. Beautiful.
A lifetime to stick that
Beautiful.
One
Look at this.
Luke Shaw
onto Grealish across.
And Jack Grealish, another assist.
Oh, beautiful. Couldn't miss though. If he'd have missed that, it would have been sacked.
But he's waited.
Couldn't have missed, could he?
For that chance to come.
Well done, Kane. Well done. Score goals. Well, what did we say? What did we say though? We said it, didn't we? As long as he scores goals at knockouts, we aren't bothered if he doesn't score them in group stages. So we'd have enough.
Go on now, England. It's coming home. I think you're injured. I think you're injured. I think the way injured.
I need to take a breath.
Have a drink, it's on me. And all
Bye-bye, Muller.
after Thomas Muller.
What could have been?
At his mercy for 1-1. We have seen so many instances throughout this tournament in other games of big moments, game changers. That was one.
Well, it's like at the heart of a giant today as well.
Well, play that to Mice.
Partner Calvin Phillips ran their socks off in that midfield.
He's been a leader.
Good on Hanson now.
A real coward, Declan Rice.
Well played, Rice.
For Jordan Henderson, who is
Really well
the leader.
done. Give everything.
That means we won.
Game
You know,
management.
that was the first time we won beat Germany.
Well, if yesterday
And
wasn't
look
enough
how-
for people
yeah,
to realise,
yeah.
you know, the
The
game's
Wembley.
never over.
Yeah.
Last time we met Germany, one game in knockouts.
Really comes into
World
play.
Cup 1966.
Double
Yeah.
change of the Premier League past has happened for Germany with Emre Can.
Playing Germany, I was
Sané
at
brought
Germany.
Oh yes, good to bet us a lot of times. To bet us on
2002.
penalties.
I goalkeeper, my mistake for a goalkeeper.
Gareth Southgate is trying, amongst it all, in the din and the delirium, to stay as calm as he possibly can.
Germany's going on. Come on, England.
You cannot understate what this would mean for the England football team.
No, it's got a ball. That's okay.
Yeah, it's only the last 16. A long, long way to go yet. But this game, this contest between these two nations is about a whole lot more than just one match.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Here's Summit. Emre Can.
We've done it, I think we've done it, don't you? I think we've done it. See what can happen if we have attacking players on pitch, though.
Stones. Out as far as Kroos. Nobody really wants to follow too far now.
No, we need to get out a little bit, though. Don't want to be sitting in too deep, just taking on balls like this for the next few minutes.
Shaw away. Talk about the proverbial game of two halves for Luke Shaw.
They've all played well. All of them. Who's your man at match?
Probably my match is Paul Pickford.
Yeah, they're out.
Cross will go over everybody. Sane, though, might be able to deliver one of his own in a minute.
Calvin Phillips.
Yeah. Come on, get out.
That one out.
I know.
It was shanked up by Goretzka. Pushing for it to go well wide. The end might be nigh for Joachim Löw. All that he's done, all that he's won, all that he's brought to those supporters. But everything ends sometimes.
That's it. I bought my fight now to Germany.
At some point, guy, you're right. But it took a lot of fight and a lot of quality. That man Jack Grealish again, by the way, is involved in everything that happens in this team.
No, onside.
Comes on. Clearly onside.
The lines have gone in. We never even stopped to think.
Yeah, what lines? The place was going crazy. I forgot there were lines.
Neuer.
How many's left?
Into added time.
4 minutes.
On the board.
England side being signed pubs.
Oh, we must need pubs about it. If we get to the final, we'll have to watch it in a pub.
On towards Muller. Goretzka.
But
made it awkward for him.
Do you want to do another watchalong?
I would.
That's Goretzka. Stretching but not connecting was Kai Havertz. And every time we see something like that happen, we can be, from an England point of view, just a little bit more sure. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 minutes left. Come on, we've done it. I think
that's all that's going to happen now. They're going to throw everybody forward. Max Hummels was up at that point. Got to try and win as many second balls as they possibly can.
Jamal Musiala, 18 years old, on for Germany. Played for the England.
Hey!
When it played, 3 minutes left.
Come on!
And under 21s as recently as last November.
England!
Before switching to the country of his birth. Born in Stuttgart, grew up in England.
Oh, bless her.
Joachim Löw had said before the game, oh dear, don't like seeing that, no matter who you're supporting. Oh, Muller's off with a word or 10. Or Svansig.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Joachim Löw had said about Musiala, if he doesn't come on and score the winner, he can go back to England. Bit much for the teenager to do at this stage.
Yeah, he's a boy with a big future.
Certainly is.
And wasn't exactly welcomed onto the pitch by Alfonso.
1 England.
There's Rudiger.
2 minutes to go.
2 minutes of the 4 added have gone. Hummels is up as a centre forward. There's England's centre forward. Kane. Oh, he needed that.
He did, yeah.
And out comes Pickford.
Take your time now, Pickford. Take your time.
Has been a calm, reassuring, convincing presence, and that's supposed to be his form.
think for Jordan Pickford in an England shirt, he's not let Gareth Southgate down once, which is why he continually plays it. A lot to be said about today's performance. You don't win games like this with this type of pressure unless you have characters and leaders and players that turn up.
Free kick Germany.
And I think that defensive three that England have got, Walker, Stones.
1 minute left, I think. Coming to a minute left.
Pretty solid in there.
Germany have
got
a
to see
free
this game
kick.
through now.
Toni Kroos with the free kick. Neuer wants to take it. Even he's in England's half now. Up goes Phillips. Up goes Henderson.
Well done, Phillips. Well done.
Come on, get pitching
30 seconds to go.
Yeah, not loud. Sacred ground, Wembley.
Maguire urging his fellow defenders just to leave the area. As Neuer hoists another one their way. Maguire again.
Absolutely solid back there. Won everything.
That big head comes in handy.
4, 3,
Come on.
2, 1.
Come on.
All men in the
Come on,
box.
follow around. Follow on 10.
Missed that one.
Come on.
There's Gnabry.
Come on, follow
Stones down, Henderson clear.
Yeah!
That is it. It's finally happened. England beat Germany at a major tournament.
Done it.
If you're an
We've
England
done it,
fan,
Lee.
take a look around and drink it in.
Take a bow, England. Take a bow.
Because this is one of those landmark football moments that don't come around too often. The next is on Saturday. Onwards to Rome, where things could get better and better and better. Jermaine.
You know what, Guy? I think he's got to be really proud of the players. It's a huge, huge moment for Gareth Southgate. The players have got to go out there and deliver. In such a pressurised situation, they put a game plan together. They stuck to it and thoroughly deserved the win. Until a man
well played, England.
Full time.
Match.
Make this your ringtone. England 2, Germany 0.
Wow.
Sterling did well.
England have done it. England have beaten Germany in a knockout game for the first time since 1966. Goals from Raheem Sterling, his third in the tournament, and Sterling becomes the first player for 35 years to score each of England's first 3 goals at a major tournament. No idea who the first one was. Harry Kane also finally scored his first goal at the Euros, ending a 570-minute drought. And the 3 Lions last conceded in March and have gone over 9.5 hours.
Well, listen, guys, thank you very much for watching this edition of the Disability. We hope you've enjoyed the stream. I must admit, I was dropping off for the beginning of the second half, but last second half. That won't be up. Right, until next time, guys.